Hi guys, welcome to another great lesson with our video strings class. So one of the advantages of doing this from home is I can introduce you to my family. This is Smokey, one of our kitties. I talk about them all the time. So not everybody likes to be picked up, and Smokey's not happy about it, so I'm going to put her down. But I just thought you'd like to say hello. Say hi, Smokey. Okay. There we go. All right. Now let's get to some strings. All right, so we had playing test assignment number 79, and if you didn't get to it, that's totally fine. We'll do it when we get back to class in a couple of weeks, but definitely keep practicing that one. So we're going to start by reviewing number 82, the hooked on D major scale. So I've got my violin, and we'll start with tuning first. So here's your A. And here's your D. Oops, mine's not in tune. Hold on. All right, here's your D. Okay, and here's your G. And finally your E. All right, good job. So we're going to start with number 82, hooked on D major. And of course you can play with me, or you can listen first and then practice it on your own. Feel free to pause, rewind, whatever you need to do to for it to help you. All right. So let me just make my camera bigger so I can see better. There we go. Okay, so here we go. Hooked on D major, number 82. This is on page 18. All right, 3, 4. All right, good. And remember, you want to have that dotted eighth note as long as possible. 1 E and The 16th note needs to be at the very, very last second of the beat. All right, so next we're going to do number 83, the mountain climber. Again, it's review. We'll do it in class next week, in a couple of weeks, of course, when we get back to it. Not next week, but when we get back to it. So, mountain climber. This one... well, it's review. Remember, fourth fingers when it says. I've got fours all over my music here, so make sure you use those fourth fingers, all right? Number 83 on page 18, the mountain climber. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and remember, the key to reaching that fourth finger is keeping the wrist neutral here. All right, I'm going to turn around here real quick so you can see my thumb. Almost fell off the stool. Hold on, let me move my stool real quick so I can turn around for you. All right, so remember, you want to keep the thumb pointing to the ceiling, but more than that, it's really keeping this part of the thumb down. Okay, so as soon as you start to grip with that lower part of the thumb there, you see my wrist pulls up like this, my thumb is laying down, and my pinky can't reach as far anymore. Okay, so I release there, and look at how much farther my pinky can reach without any extra stretching or straining. When I pull up, you can see my pinky pulling back right there. All right, so keep that hand open right here like you have a ball. See how open my hand is right here? It's nice and round. And I'm pressing my fingers forward from the back of my hand. And remember, you can use this technology at home to check and see how you look when you're playing. You can have siblings take pictures of your hands, videos while you're playing, so that you can check on these things from my perspective, okay? All right, so good job on the mountain climber. So we're going to move on to page 19. Turning my page here. We've got new rhythm. Now, I know some of you take piano lessons, so I don't know if you've gotten to this tricky rhythm, but we have something called syncopation, okay? So syncopation happens when you're playing a note or you're changing notes, not on the beat, all right? So we have our 8th note rhythm, and I hope it's forward in your video, but if it's not, I think you can figure it out backwards. You can also see it on the top of page 19 in your book. In the yellow box, you'll see there's an explanation of the syncopation, and it looks pretty much just like this. So we have our 2 8th note beats, so ta-ti, ta-ti, but if we slur together the middle one, it comes out ta-ti-ti. Okay, so we give it a new word, okay? We call it syncopa. Syncopa. So if the beat is going like this, syncopa. Syncopa. Okay, and you hear how I'm changing my note in between the snaps, which is the beat, all right? Now, another way that we write it is here with the 8th note by itself with the little flag. And the tied 8th notes, remember 2 8th notes equals a quarter note. So we can put that quarter note in the middle. And then we have the 8th note at the end because that's what's left over. Okay? So if you see it like this, it's just like that. Syncopa. Syncopa. All right? So we have a rhythm rap, number 86 on page 19. And we're going to practice clapping that. Okay? So listen. And I might call Tess in here to clap a beat for me so you can hear how it fits together. But I'll do it a couple times without that beat. All right, so the beat 1, 2, 1, 2. Ta, 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 ti, ta, syncopa, ta. Shh. Ta, 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 ti, ta, syncopa, ta. Shh. All right, so take some time to practice clapping that with me. 3, 4, 5 times, whatever it takes. Make sure you've really got that before you move on to the next step of using your bow. All right? So the next thing you want to do after you clap that rhythm rap number 86, now syncopation can be really tricky, so do take your time to learn this. All right, so we're going to put your bow on your shoulder, and we're going to play the rhythm rap, okay? So remember to get your foot going. I know you can't see my foot, but I am tapping my foot, okay? 1, 2, here we go. Ta, 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 ti, ta, syncopa, ta, circle, ta, 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 ti, ta, syncopa, ta. Okay? And remember in the ta, ti, ta measure, the second one, make sure that you're using small bows for the ta, ti, and a big quarter note bow, ta. Okay? So ta, 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 ti, ta, syncopa, ta. All right, now on the syncopation, you are going to have to use bigger, faster bows for the 8th note, so you have enough room for the quarter note in the middle. All right, then you can try it on your D string if you want to play it with me. Go ahead and play it on the D string with me. Okay, 1, 2, here we go. Ta, 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 ti, ta, syncopa, ta. Ta, 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 ti, ta, syncopa, ta. Okay? And then number 87, we go ahead and add the notes. So I'll play number 87 now, and you can hear what it's supposed to sound like. But make sure you get it solid without the fingers before you try to add them, okay? All right, here we go. All right, good job. So if that gets easy or you are tired of those notes or whatever, you could try the same fingers on the A string. So do it with the open A string and then try following the same finger pattern on the A string. Even though it's not going to be the same notes, it's a great finger exercise and bowing exercise to practice the syncopation on the other string. All right. So now we're going to try the rest of the songs on page 19. We're going to start with Mirror Image, number 88. Okay, and again, use your 4 steps. If any of this looks confusing or you try to play it and it doesn't sound anything like what I'm doing, practice it with the 4 steps, right? So the first step is clapping and saying the note names. The second step is pizzicato. The third step is doing the bow on your shoulder, the shadow bowing. And the fourth step, of course, is then putting everything together. So do take your time when we get to new stuff to work through it in your practice time, all right? Okay, so 89, mirror image. We're just going to go down the D major scale. We do a measure of syncopation and a measure of a slow bow, okay? All right, so let's give this a try. 1, 2, ready, go. All right, there we go. And now number 89, children's shoes. It says it's a Black American spiritual, but I have never heard it before, so I don't know any words. If you're bored and want to look it up, feel free. I love learning new things, and I would be happy to present it in another video or hear it in class when we get back to the classroom. All right, so children's shoes, number 89. Let's see. All right, children's shoes. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. All right, my D string sounds like it's still out of tune. Give me 1 second. Okay, so there is a teacher's note here in the book that another way you can do number 88 and 89 is to start the syncopation in the upper half of the bow. So instead of having to do a whole bow for that first beat of the syncopa, okay, you can do it in the upper half of the bow. Alright, so you see how I did a smaller bow for the quarter note so that I have enough space for the half note. So I'm going to play children's shoes again, and this time I'm going to do the syncopation in the upper half of the bow. Alright, here we go. Alright, so let me know if you have any questions or problems with that. I'm happy to do a video chat mini lesson with you if you have any specific problems, or you can have your parents email me or text me, okay? Alright, so we're going to keep on going. We've got number 90 and 91. 91 is a quiz, and we'll have that next week. Okay, so you'll need to turn in videos, and again, if you can't get to the videos, that's fine. Keep practicing these pages, and we'll do the playing test when we come back to class, probably after spring break. I don't know for the fact. I just know the public schools are going back after spring break. So number 90 is hooked on syncopation, and this time we're going to combine the syncopation with our hooked bow. Okay, so watch carefully because we do need to hook these notes together, which you guys are already great at doing. We're just going to delay it, all right? But it's very similar in style to when we do the dotted eighth with the 16th hooked bow, okay? So I'm just going to do on the D string the rhythm for number 90 so you can see how it works. So we're going to do syncopa, okay? So start in the middle of the bow, and you're going to do a quick down bow, syncopa. Okay, and you're going to kind of pulse the bow there before you do the second up bow. All right, so number 90, the rhythm goes like this. Syncopa, syncopa, ta-ti-ta-ti-ta, ta. Syncopa, syncopa, ta-ti-ta-ti-ta. Okay? I'm going to add the notes now, and I'll play the song. So, number 90, hooked on syncopation. Here we go. There you go. It's pretty simple. All the notes are on the D string. Again, just like the other one, you can switch it to the A string if you want to, just for some extra practice. All right? Okay. And finally, number 91, Tom Dooley. Again, this is a quiz I want you to do for me for next Wednesday, so you'll have a whole week to work on it. This is an American folk song, and I have played it in concert before. It usually goes quite quite fast, but it's a fun song, and the lyrics are kind of fun. It's one of those nonsensical American folk songs, kind of like Michael Finnegan. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and play it and practice this for a quiz, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, there we go. And so that's the end of our lesson today. And just a reminder, your compositions, number 85 on page 18, was it? Number 85. So if you could turn in your videos on Monday, that would be awesome, or sometime by Monday. Again, if you can't do the videos, that's fine. We can play them for each other in class when we get back to the classroom. But do work on those so that we're ready and we can just have a playing test day our first day back, okay? All right. Thank you. Have a great day.